Hi students, welcome back. So we have discussed section 28 about the incomes and general deductions under section 37. So let's understand this question with the help of those sections on which we have on the basis of which we have developed the understanding of our calculation of PGBP income. As per your section 29, which provides the format for calculating the income under the head PGBP income, first step is to find out the net profit which is given in the P&L account. So this is the P&L account of Mr. J. Mr. J is the sole proprietor and this is his P&L account. Okay. So P&L account में net profit है हमारा 1,45,000. ये तो directly we have to just write. Okay. So ये हमने लिख लिया. उसके बाद next step होता है we have to add all those expenses which are debited but which should not be debited under your IT Act. Okay. So this now we have to identify. So first of all, before moving to that part, there is an additional information that opening stock is overvalued by 20%. Now you have to understand the relation of the opening stock with the profit. If opening stock is higher, your profit will be lower. Okay, क्योंकि this is on the debit side, ये credit side है, right? So जितना ज्यादा ओपनिंग स्टॉक होगा उतना ही कम आपका नेट प्रॉफिट आएगा. सो इस केस में ओवर वैल्यूड है, इसका मतलब ज्यादा है, तो इसका मतलब मेरा प्रॉफिट कम होगा. तो अब मुझे अपने प्रॉफिट को बढ़ाना पड़ेगा क्योंकि वो ओवर वैल्यू 20% से था. तो इसकी 20% कैसे फाइंड आउट करेंगे? 1,20,000 डिवाइड बाय ओवर वैल्यू था तो 1.2, 100 प्लस 20% 1.2 से डिवाइड करेंगे, 1 लाख आएगा. सो इसका मतलब एक्चुअल में 1 लाख होना चाहिए था, कितना रिकॉर्डेड है? 1,20,000. इसका मतलब 20,000 से ओवर वैल्यूड था, जिसकी वजह से हमारा प्रॉफिट 20,000 कम आया. तो हम अपने प्रॉफिट में सबसे पहले ओपनिंग स्टॉक का 20,000 ऐड कर देंगे. ठीक है. सो यू विल सी द सॉल्यूशन हियर. सो सबसे पहले हमने 20,000 ऐड कर दिया. दूसरा है मेरा क्लोजिंग स्टॉक. The relation of the closing stock and net profit is this, that if closing stock is higher, net profit will also be higher because closing stock is on the credit side. But in case अगर मेरा undervalued है तो definitely मेरा profit कम होगा. Actual जितना होना चाहिए था उससे कम था क्योंकि closing stock की value कम थी. कम कितनी थी? 10% से. इसका मतलब 90,000 divide by 0.9, that is 100 minus 10%. So it is basically 0.9 से divide करोगे 1 lakh. सो एक्चुअल में क्लोजिंग स्टॉक 1 लाख होना चाहिए था, रिकॉर्डेड है 90,000. इसका मतलब 10,000 से अंडर वैल्यूड है. मेरा प्रॉफिट 10,000 और बढ़ना चाहिए था, इसलिए मैंने 10,000 को भी ऐड कर दिया. ठीक है. सो फर्स्ट हमारी स्टेटमेंट इज कंप्लीटेड. नाउ द नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट अबाउट all the expenses which are debited in the P&L account but which should not be debited. सबसे पहले हमारा आता है salary and wages 1,45,000. But salary and wages include 3,000 per month paid to Mr. J to himself. इसका मतलब हमने जब जनरल डिडक्शंस करी थी उसमें हमने सीखा था कि whatever salary is paid to the sole proprietor, it is not allowed. If it is not allowed, it means it should not be subtracted, rather it should be now added back to the income. So 3,000 into 12, 36,000 is added now because it is not allowed to be debited. Then next is टेलीफोन एक्सपेंसेस ठीक करें. मेडिकल एक्सपेंसेस ऑफ वाइफ, दिस इज ऑल्सो हिज पर्सनल एक्सपेंडिचर, राइट? सो पर्सनल एक्सपेंडिचर नहीं होना चाहिए था, तो 20,000 इज ऑल्सो एडेड बैक. 20,000 इज एडेड बैक. देन टेलीफोन एक्सपेंसेस में भी लिखा हुआ है कि 20% ऑफ द टेलीफोन एक्सपेंसेस आर फॉर पर्सनल यूजेज. So 80,000 का 20% 16,000. So 16,000 should also not to be debited because this is personal. Next is medical हो गया. Then penalty for the delay in payment of sales tax. We have already discussed that sales tax, all the indirect tax payments are allowed. उनका interest on late payment is also allowed, but penalty is not allowed. So we have to add back this penalty. Okay. Then next is sales tax paid allowed. Car purchased. Car purchase is a capital expenditure, so it is not allowed. So we have to add back this car purchase. This is a capital expenditure. Then the next one is petrol and driver expenses. इसका कुछ भी नहीं given. Bribe paid to policeman. This is not allowed. This is not allowed under any law. So this will be added back. Okay. Then next is about Diwali expenses. This is 36,000 and Diwali expenses include 20,000 as personal expenses. Iska matlab 20,000 is not allowed. Then the next is electricity is fine. Then municipal taxes paid for the house property. Now this is house property. It is not related to the business or the profession, so it should not be allowed. अगर यही building का कुछ portion business or profession के लिए हो रहा होता तो we must have included it, we must have debited it, but this is not in relation to the building for not in relation to the business or profession. It is not allowed, so we have to add back that. So these are all the expenses which are debited but should not be debited. Okay, stationery expenses is perfect. Depreciation का एक और point है वो हम बाद में करेंगे. So this is done. Okay, now the next says that add incomes which should be credited but not credited. So there is no such income which is there in additional information which should be credited but not credited. So there is no such information, so it is blank. Then expenses which should be debited but not debited. This is regarding to the depreciation कि 15% होना चाहिए था but है नहीं P&L account में, तो हम 15% कर देंगे. तो 15% of car 6,80,000. So this is 1,02,000. So this is now allowed. Then incomes which are credited but which are not allowed to be credited. Now see, ये सारा हमारा हो गया है. हमारे ये सारे points भी discuss हो गए हैं apart from the 6th point. Now this rent of house property, this is relating to the house property income. It should not be credited in your PGBP. So now it is subtracted. Okay, so this is less. Then profit on sale of land is your capital gains. This should also be subtracted. When you will solve this, sorry, you will get the PGBP income as 7,27,000. Now the next important thing is about the HP income. Since we have been given enough information about the house property, we can also calculate the house property income. So rent GAV is, your rent is 1,20,000. Municipal taxes paid we have been given, that is 45,000. This is NAV 75,000. Standard deduction at the rate of 30%. You can subtract that amount. And there is no loan to it, so you don't have to subtract anything under section 24B. So this is your house property income, and you can also calculate the taxable income. House property income as 52,500, PGBP as 7,27,000, and capital gains is also given 50,000. You will add them up. This is your gross total income. Now you can subtract this 80G section, which is donation made to Prime Minister National Relief Fund, 49,500. This is your total income. So I'll just give you a quick overview about the donations which are eligible under section 80G and 80GG are. Contributions made to certain relief funds and charitable institutions can be claimed as deductions under section 80G of the IT Act. However, all the donations are not eligible, but some of the donations are 100% are eligible, some are 50%. So there is a proper list and it can be claimed by any taxpayer. Okay? So the donations which are eligible for 100% deductions without any limit is National Defence Fund set up by the central government, Prime Minister National Relief Fund. So this is 100%. There is no limit. Okay? The National Foundation for Communal Harmony, then all approved university education institutions, Jal Shakti, Saksharta Samiti, Illness Association, Sports Fund, Cultural Fund. So this you can learn. These are the particular funds for which if you make any kind of donation, you will get the 100% exemption. Similarly, there is a list for 50% deductions. So if you made any kind of contribution under this, you will get the 50% deduction from your gross total income. So these are Jawaharlal Nehru Memorial Fund, Prime Minister's Drought Relief Fund. Okay, sometimes this also comes as a deduction, so just don't confuse. If it is National Relief Fund, you can get the 100% deduction. If it is Drought Relief Fund, you'll get 50% deduction. Then Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust and Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. So this is for 50%. Apart from that, there is one more important deduction, which is deduction GA, and this allows for deductions for donations made towards scientific research or rural development. This deduction is allowed to all the assessees except to those who have an income or loss from a business or a profession. It means it is allowed to everyone but except from the PGB. ओके उसमें से डिडक्शन नहीं मिलेगी, उसके अलावा हर हेड में से मिल जाएगी आपको. एंड दिस इज पर्टिकुलर फॉर द डोनेशंस मेड टुवर्ड साइंटिफिक रिसर्च और रूरल डेवलपमेंट. इफ इट इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ कैश तो आप मैक्सिमम 10,000 की डिडक्शन ले सकते हो. बट इफ इट इज इन एनी अदर मोड देन you can get the 100% deduction. Okay, we'll discuss one more question on this before moving to section 32, that is your depreciation. Okay, thank you for watching.